उत्तराखंड में जल प्रलय का तांडव। थम गई सांसें। चार धामों की पावन यात्रा के दौरान आई जल प्रलय से उत्तराखंड खंड खंड हो गया। ये दिन इतिहास के पन्नों में खौफनाक मंजर के रूप में दर्ज है, जिसका जिक्र आते ही कई सालों तक दिलों में दहशत पैदा होती रहेगी। बचपन की मीठी यादें, खूबसूरत हरी भरी वादियां, मंदिरों में घंटों की गूंज वैसी नहीं रही जैसी पहले हुआ करती थी। उत्तराखंड में आई जल प्रलय महाप्रलय बनकर टूटी और खंड खंड में तब्दील कर दिया उत्तराखंड को। चैतन्य शर्मा ने देवभूमि में आई आपदा के बाद बीड़ा उठाया कि पीड़ितों के साथ न्याय हो। इस कड़ी में ये डॉक्यूमेंट्री मील का पत्थर साबित होगी।
The place that I'm standing at right now is referred to as Devbhoomi by Indians, which in English translates to land of the gods. I'm in the hill state of Uttarakhand in northern India. Not only is this place known for its pristine beauty, as it is surrounded by the beautiful Himalayan range, but it is also known for its spiritual grandeur, as it is home to many temples and the holy rivers of Ganga, Yamuna and many more. The regions of Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath, which are famously known as the Char Dham pilgrimage centers, are visited by thousands of devotees each year from around the country and the world.
The pilgrims undertake an arduous journey, trekking on foot, in palanquins and on mules. The Char Dhams remain as a lifetime cherished dream for pilgrims. Houses collapsed due to the inundation of the rivers, while roads were damaged by the landslides as the mountains came crashing down. There was chaos all around. The pilgrims panicked and life came to a standstill. The whole nation was shocked due to the intensity of the catastrophe. Over 2,000 households were damaged, over 1,500 roads had been breached, and over 150 bridges were washed away due to the floods. Flash floods in one of the major rivers of the region, Bhagirathi, destroyed villages and the township in the district of Uttarkashi. A cloudburst in Badrinath flooded the Alaknanda river, which destroyed Govind Ghat, a base township en route, the holy shrine of Hemkund Sahib. The peace and tranquility which made Uttarakhand a safe haven for pilgrims and tourists was reduced to a rubble. Mounds of debris were deposited on lush green landscapes. The Char Dhams had borne the brunt of nature's fury. All festivities ceased and silence prevailed all over. The biggest ever rescue operation in the Himalayan state commenced with the government pressing into action the armed and the paramilitary forces of the nation. 17 Air Force and 13 civil helicopters were flown into disaster-hit areas, braving inclement weather and inhospitable hilly terrain. The choppers landed on makeshift helipads, sometimes landing on hill cliffs to rescue the trapped pilgrims. Makeshift bridle paths were also constructed along these routes. Approximately 100,000 pilgrims stranded at different locations in the river valleys on the Char Dham routes were rescued and sent to safe places. The head of the state of the government of Uttarakhand monitored the rescue and relief operations in person.
अच्छा आप लोग जो ऋषिकेश जाओगे वहाँ से ट्रेन का भी टिकट मिलेगा अच्छा सरकार की तरफ से।
The narrow gorge of the Kedar Valley was the hardest hit. This is not only difficult to venture into, but also hazardous due to its difficult terrain. However, the first pilot to brave the valley was Captain Bhupender. I had the chance to meet him and get a first-hand account of his experience during the rescue operation. After a month of the calamity, I decided to visit one of the 5 major disaster-hit areas to have a first-hand experience of the extent of the damage. I was determined to assess the way the local people dealt with their hardships and also the measures being undertaken by the government in making relief provisions to all the disaster-hit villages.
So we are now leaving from the village of Matli in the Uttarkashi district, and we are going to go around this area for a recce and see what kind of damage has taken place over the last 1 month. You can see our research team behind us, and they're trying to gather information from the local people over here and what they're actually going through presently. They have basically no connectivity whatsoever with the other part of the world. After having spoken to them, one big issue that comes out is of connectivity. They tell us that there is no form of transportation, there is practically no road that can take them across this village to the township, where there are hospitals, schools, there are women who need medical attention, there are men who need medical attention, but there's no way to go across.
We visited another village, Devli, which had lost all their men during the disaster. The CM of Uttarakhand also visited the village, where the widows were given monetary compensation in the form of a monthly honorarium of $35. He also assured the villagers of free education for their children and medical help for the entire family for all times to come. This approach was adopted for the entire state to alleviate the sufferings of the local people. All government agencies got together to airdrop the relief material in the remote areas of the disaster-hit regions. Essential commodities were flown in to help the villages to sustain themselves and their families.
So now let's just try to basically get a sense of where this relief material is going. It's being transported by these choppers to different areas. जी तो आप हमें थोड़ा बता सकते हैं कि ये सामान यहाँ पर अभी चॉपर से कहाँ जाएगा?
ये अभी रैथल के लिए जाएगा जी। रैथल गांव भटवाड़ी के पास ऊपर काफ़ी ऊंचाई पे है।
यहाँ से कितनी दूर पड़ता होगा?
बाई रोड तो यहाँ से 22-23 किलोमीटर है।
So it's actually only 23 kilometers away from here, but the connectivity is so bad, there are no roads to go across to that place that they have to actually airlift this thing. एक फैमिली को कितना देते हैं?
एक फैमिली के लिए ये 15 केजी आटा दिया जा रहा है और 15 केजी चावल
जी,
और उसके अलावा दाल, तेल और मिर्च मसाला, नमक सब चीज़ें दी जा रही हैं
जी।
और अभी हमारे पास एक लोड में 4 कुंटल जाएगा, 40 बैग जा रहे हैं।
So they're going to be sending 4 quintal in one go. जैसे जिस गांव में आज आप भेज रहे हैं वहाँ पर कितनी फैमिलीज होंगी?
वहाँ पे मतलब किसी गांव में 60-70 परिवार हैं, किसी में 100-150, तो हम 1, 2 या 3, 4।
So it varies from village to village. There are 60 families in some places, there are 100 families in some places, and they approximately carry about 4 quintals at one time.
प्राकृतिक आपदा में हम उन लोगों को न भूलें जो हमें हमेशा के लिए छोड़कर चले गए। उन लोगों को न भूलें जो अपनों को खोकर बहुत दर्द महसूस कर रहे हैं। उन्हें आज सहारे की जरूरत है। लोगों का घर बसाने के लिए, उनकी जिंदगी वापस डरेर पर लाने के लिए हमें प्रयास करना होगा। जिंदगी एक बार फिर से खिलखिला सकेगी, लोगों का दर्द कम हो सकेगा, लोगों की परेशानियां कम होंगी, लोगों की जरूरतें पूरी हो सकेंगी। हम सबको ये कोशिश करनी है कि उत्तराखंड का जो पुनर्निर्माण हो वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से हो और लोगों की खोई हुई मुस्कुराहट फिर से उनकी जिंदगी में आए। चैतन्य शर्मा की ये डॉक्यूमेंट्री इसी कड़ी में एक छोटा सा प्रयास है, एक उम्मीद।